So when did you start working out, and what gave you your passion for the gym?
I started working out at the age of 14, and it was all back then for arm wrestling. I wanted big arms.
So you used to do arm wrestling competitions?
Yep, local, provincials, and international titles.
What is the biggest arm wrestling title that you won over the years?
Second place international.
And how long have you been doing bodybuilding for?
Bodybuilding, I've been bodybuilding for 36 years, but competing in bodybuilding, I started in 2013.
And what are some of your titles in bodybuilding that you've won?
In 2013, being my first competition, I got second place Grandmasters and fifth place Open Heavyweight.
And you recently won a couple of titles at a competition that was fairly big. Can you tell us what those titles were?
Absolutely. I was at the OPA. This is the regional for the Ottawa, Mr. Ottawa. And I got first place for Grandmasters, third place in Masters, and second place Open Heavyweight.
And do you plan to continue with bodybuilding?
Absolutely. Now we're getting ready for the provincials. Here we go.
And you also have been doing strongman competitions. What are some of your weightlifting accomplishments and strongman titles that you've won over the years?
Strongman, like any other strongman, I've lifted cars, I've pulled 18-wheelers, did the Atlas Stones. I was probably one of the smallest ones. I'm not trying to find any excuses, but one of the smallest ones and one of the oldest ones competing. All that to say, my best title in that was second place Eastern Ontario.
What got you into professional wrestling?
Professional wrestling was always a dream of mine. I loved wrestling when I was just a little kid. My dad and my brother, we would be watching wrestling and we had fun just doing that. And back then, of course, we were watching, in French, it was All-Star Wrestling. Les Étoiles de la Lutte. And one of my favorite wrestlers was Dino Bravo and Edouard Carpentier and the Rougeau brothers. So we had fun watching that, and I always said, man, I'd love to wrestle one day. And I started wrestling really late in my life. I started at the age of 44. I didn't do it for a very long time, but I had fun doing it.
And what's bringing you back to the ring now?
Devin Hannibal sent me a message, an invitation, and I've accepted. And actually, I got to say, it's an honor to be invited by Devin.
And you're going to be wrestling in Rockland, which is near where you grew up, for the first time on November 27th. Are you excited to be wrestling in front of friends and family?
Absolutely, I am excited. I gotta say, I'm a little bit nervous, but this is good. It's all part of the game. It doesn't matter what you do in life. When you have a challenge, you do get nervous and excited. And of course, I don't want to let the fans down, so I'm going to do my very best in the ring. It will be a very good show.
How is your training different for professional wrestling than it is for bodybuilding?
I'm using the same tools, right? I go in the gym, I will do the bench press, incline bench press, and using dumbbells just like anybody else. With bodybuilding, you want more symmetry. So I have to focus on some days, lighter days, concentrate on the movement, the angles. As for wrestling, I always like to be, if I may say, look like a big German tank. right? Just big, thick, wide, and strong. At this point, I think I'm doing pretty good. I have symmetry. I'm still thick. I'm still wide. So I hope I look good.
And what would be your best advice that you would give to a young person getting into weightlifting and bodybuilding for gains and just general workout advice?
Absolutely. Two advices, sorry. I would say eat good food, and I'm talking about protein, carbs, and greens. Absolutely, it's a must. And yes, you're allowed to your cheat meals. So I'd say once or twice a week, have your cheat meal, whatever it may be. And as for training, do not go too heavy when you start. Everybody wants to impress people in the gym. I'll tell you what, when I see a young lad who's just starting bodybuilding or training, the one that will impress me the most is the one that will go and warm up good and then gradually go up with the weight.
You work with a few supplement companies now. Do you want to tell us about those?
Absolutely. I'm really proud to say that I take isogenics, and now I didn't start isogenics to make it a business, but it all started when I was doing arm wrestling, strongman, professional wrestling, and then of course being at the gym every day, and we had a hobby farm with horses. My energy level had gone down big time, and for some reason, just out of the blues, I got introduced to isogenics and took it, and no word of a lie, within a week and a half, my energy had gone through the roof. So I told my wife, this is working really well, we can actually help a lot of people, and now we're helping people, obese people, lose weight, or skinny guys or women that want to put on lean muscle. We help them do that too. So now we have all kinds of people in our network marketing that we're helping with the supplements, products, and financially also.
And for bodybuilding, what would you say your best poses are?
Best poses. I was looking at the pictures that they've taken during my show, and I think the front lat spread was very impressive. I had nice square shoulders, but round calves, and then, the V shape, and then the legs were taken over. This is a really good one. Of course, the double front bicep is pretty impressive too. And the favorite ones for the spectators was the most muscular. I just go on the side of the stage, going like this, and boom, and they loved that one.
Where did you get the name the Steel Warrior?
Steel Warrior was when we started to put on strongman shows. Once I had retired from competing, two of my friends, we've gathered together and started to put on strongman shows. And we gave ourselves the name of the Steel Warriors. So I just wanted to keep that name. I'm one of the Steel Warriors, so I'm now the Steel Warrior in the ring.
And do you have any message that you would like to tell your friends, family, and the fans in Rockland about your big match on November the 27th?
Absolutely. I want to, I know everyone is pretty busy. It's a busy life. But I want to thank you guys. I hear a lot of people saying, we're going to come and encourage you. We're going to be there. So thank you so much. And I want to say that I will not let you down. I will do everything in my power to win that match and put on a good show.
So I'm in. You're going down.